how can I say that? Just the whole justice system, the political system, everything. You really can't make your voice heard here. You're not suppressed like in other countries.
Inga Beasley grew up in a divided Germany, just yards away from the most recognizable symbol of the Cold War, the Berlin Wall. It separated the democratic West Germany from the communist East.
I grew up on the West German side, right on the East German border. So I know what communism means. And I have family that grew up that lived in East Germany.
She left West Germany in 1985, the wife of an American serviceman. The wall came down in 1989.
I mean, I never thought that I would see that ever happen, really, truly. I didn't think, and my parents never thought that this was, because they were alive before the divide came, and then they were able to see it, you know, fall again, so that was really great.
Each one of these men and women, now naturalized American citizens, have their own story of how they came to America. Secretary Tennant's ancestors came from Italy.
I only imagine, and maybe you can only imagine too, what a ceremony like this might have been like almost a century ago. When I see the aspiration in your eyes and the hope and the desire in your eyes, what was taking place in my ancestors' eyes. Could you think about the anticipation that they experienced? Their thoughts of helping to shape a new country? The uncertainty of whether or not they would be accepted. They knew they had a chance and they knew they had an opportunity here, but what would it be? Well, my ancestors were so proud to be here in the United States, and my great-grandfather Bernetti was so happy. His name was Salvatore Bernetti, but he was so happy and so proud to be an American that everyone knew him as Yank. He was that happy, that proud. And on that day, when my great-grandfather DeLuca became a naturalized citizen, he told his wife, he said, "When I come back home from town today, no pasta. I want American apple pie." No pasta, apple pie. He was a true American now, and that was his way of showing it with apple pie. But he didn't just show it in a symbolic way, he lived it, like you all. He worked, he took care of his family, and he contributed to his community and helped it to grow. But he also participated in the foundation of our democracy. He voted. And you can imagine what my grandparents think of now. Think about this. One of their grandchildren is the chief elections officer for the state of West Virginia. Something that they held so dear, something that they risked so much for, is something that I work to make sure is right and fair and accessible. Our free and our open elections, our foundation to our democracy. And I'm questioned about it, quite frequently questioned about it, especially now with about 42 days until a general election, but that is okay. And why is that okay? Because that is what makes our country so great. Democracy is not easy. There are struggles, there are debates, there are disagreements. It is not easy. And you know what? I don't want it to be easy because, as I have always said, nothing easy shows how good you are. Think about your own situation today. Our democracy is worth the struggle. It is worth the criticisms. It's worth the doubts, the arguing, the battles. I will take that any day because it's our democracy. It gave the granddaughter of Italian immigrants the opportunity to serve her state. It is giving you the opportunity to be part of this wonderful country and help to continue to shape it.